Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. What's up, everybody? Bug out Billy Tucci here. Bug out bag Billy Tucci. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just coming on tonight as I'm sitting here sketching away, doing a page for She Return of the Warrior. This book is coming out fantastic. We are all so proud of this. Everyone's doing an amazing job. From Ricardo Silva, my co-artist, and Stephen Peros, of course, my co-writer, J.C. Vaughn, Brian Miller, Mindy Lopkin. The whole team is doing just fantastic. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope some of the fears are being calmed. Things seem to be kind of settling down, though I'm sure we're not anywhere near the apex, of course, but a lot of things seem to be happening. Lots of movement. And I just wanted to say hello. And, the comics industry has taken, let's be honest, the comics industry is one of those small businesses that has taken a huge hit. And to be in particular, comic shops. Comic shops have really got it rough. So our whole goal here at with Crowdfunding Comics, which is on tonight, I put in the description, I put the link to it. So if you guys could please go to it, please like it. Tonight we have Jimmy Palmiotti, we have Brian Pulido, and we have, of course, Jesse James Crisoni from Jesse James Comics to talk about solutions, talk about a new hope. We got a lot of great shows tonight on Crowdfunding Comics. We have tomorrow night, we have Eric Larson. Then Friday night, we have another show right now. I think we have Chuck Dixon, Martina Marcota, Stephen Peros, my friend, and we're all talking to people all across the country, reaching out to Paul Jenkins, too, if I can get my pal Paul Jenkins to come on for a bit, to see how everyone's dealing with it. And we want to start talking to comic book pros. I'll be doing that, reaching out to them and seeing how everyone's coping with it. But we got some real smart guys. Next week, we've got some fantastic shows. I don't want to give that away yet, but we just might have the hope of comics on the next week's show. 3 great shows next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then we're going to rear back because we're doubling up, tripling up guests on Crowdfunding Comics. And, this is a part-time thing for Niall and I, especially Niall does all the work. He's got 2 babies at home. So we'll be doing 3 shows next week, and then we'll be going back probably to our 2-show regular schedule in the weeks following that. But I'll be trying to come on every day through Facebook here, through YouTube. There's my brother Vinny. What up, Vinny? Chief, good to see you, my friend. Chief says make sure to follow all comic shops on social media. Show support in purchases if available. Absolutely. Renee, good to see you. Needleman, my brother, good to see you too. Yes, this is very important. What I was talking to, we had Todd McDevitt on yesterday, and of course Peter Cimenti of Alterna Comics. And I'm hoping that once things clear up, and you never know, it could be as soon as the first weekend in May, which would be Free Comic Book Day. Why don't we call that something like, just National Comic Book Day, and we have not National Comic Book Store Day, LCS Day, National Local Comic Shop Day, and we get all the creators. Maybe the publishers can do it too. We all come, we all donate books. We bring a bunch of books. You hit your local retailer, and give. If you have inventory, I've got some inventory that we can do. Bring a couple of 100 She books. I got some cool classic She books. Bring them down, sign them all, and do make it a celebration, a reawakening with the spring, because we are getting through this. You can see that it's happening in all the states. Again, this pandemic is really it's still rising in the United States with the most cases. In New York City, which is 50 miles away from me, has half of all the cases in the United States are in New York City. There's a big problem with the homeless in New York City. A lot of that deals with that. And just, talked to a couple of cop buddies of mine, city cop buddies, and, whatever, you can talk politics or whatever, but it seems that it's a real hands-off approach to the homeless problem in New York City. But, the city's like a petri dish of disease and the virus. And unfortunately, so many people get it. People are commuting back and forth. to New Jersey, to Long Island, to upstate New York, to Connecticut, from Manhattan. Thankfully, in my town, there's 5 cases. We have a small town of 8,000 people. I think we have 9 cases in my town. But a lot of those seem to have we're closing on tomorrow, I think, on that 14-day period, incubation period. So I remain hopeful, as always. And I know we will get through this, but we all have to be diligent. We all have to be, like I said, be hygienically aware, be hygienically careful, and you will be fine. Did I see TJ James wants to know? Let me pop that show. Did I see John Broly's current offer to do commissions with the proceeds? No, I did not. That's a fantastic thing. I owe about 10 commissions myself. I'm going to be working on one tonight. This is a she one. I have to add some color to it, and then I'm going to go in inking it. I got to do that tonight. I unfortunately can't take any commissions. If I can go to the store when we do have this National Comic Book Store Day, that first Saturday or whenever Saturday that we can do it in May or June when things do get back to normal. I'll be doing free sketches there too for people if they can make a donation to the comic shop, because they really are on the front lines of this, and they're really suffering. Another cool thing, though, which is good, is with our crowdfunding campaigns that we could somehow work out through through Indiegogo, through Kickstarter, to have levels for retailers. But it's going to be tough if they can't open their stores. They're not going to have the money to do this. So, we'll just keep striving ahead. Again, we have Jimmy Palmiotti on tonight, Brian Pulido, and Jesse James Crisoni, and we want to help these comic book shops. We want to work with Diamond Comic Distributors, which I think did a super smart thing this week, because the retailers, they couldn't keep shipping the books because the retailers are closed, and the retailers wouldn't be able to sell those books, and that would put those retailers in a far more precarious position. So it's a good thing, a smart thing by what Mr. Jeppy did and the whole Diamond crew. But these are scary times, and I want everyone to be careful, everyone to be diligent, and just like I said, as TJ again, thank you. A new hope tonight. We have a new hope. Big show next week on the first the first new comic book day that really is affected, because Diamond still delivered their books for this week, but a lot of the shops are closed. Next week, they're not delivering the books. So we're going to have a major show next Wednesday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern time, to see, which would be the real first day that the stores are truly affected by not getting their books. And again, so many stores are closed all across the country and in the UK and in Europe. So let's see what we can do to alleviate this and to help this out. We're all in this together. It's a business. It's smart business sense, and we're going to do it. So let's see. JP, we should bring this to the show when we can do it again and really get the word out. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. So let's see. An all-star cast. Yes, we've got a super all-star cast tonight. It's going to be a great show. We have myself, Brian Blevins. I'm coming to you from the Blevins Media Center right here. Niall Scala, of course, the brain, and Frank Amazing will be working the boards from behind. And of course, you can't ask for 3 cooler guys than Jesse, Jimmy, and Brian, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And but we have a real all-star lineups all coming throughout the next week. Actually, for the next week, we're going to be doing Crowdfunding Comics. We'll be doing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows in the next week we'll be doing. So, right, let's see. Today's Wednesday. We got Thursday, Friday, then Saturday. I'm sorry, then we have Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so we'll be doing 6 shows until next Wednesday. And then we're going to we'll come back to our regular schedule, which will be Tuesdays and Thursdays with Niall Scala, because I've got to get this book done. Thank you for the heads up, Mitch Breitweiser, about his publisher. He has his printer. We're all scrambling for printers because it's really tough right now with what's going on with the printers, because a lot of the printers are closed, and this is putting all of our damn campaigns back. And it's really frustrating because we want to get these books out, because, we're planning to ship, to have our book printed next month. But now if the printers aren't open, this is going to push my books to being out, the Return of the Warrior out in May, I mean. And, and this is pushing my other campaigns back because Debbie and I were planning on 3 more campaigns this year for 2020. Now, we still might be able to do that because we're going right into Hotaru right after She Return of the Warrior. And then our next book, which is our summer super project. And I think we can get those books finished and out, and then we can do our last campaign come November. But let's get everything normal. Let's get everything organized. For the meantime, just because we're doing so well in demand, She Return of the Warrior, we're really bringing back. We've gotten 600 new backers in just demand in the past month and a half or so since we went into demand, and so we're going to keep that open in demand until it comes time for us to print. Because once those books are gone, they're gone. You won't be able to get them anywhere else. And we just want as many people to get them as possible, obviously. So let's see, a couple of people. We should actually get a space, do a one-day event somewhere. Make sure only a room is paid for, or all proceeds get divided between the participating dealers. Good idea. That's a great idea. We should look for venues. Maybe look at some VFW halls, some American Legion halls, things like that. Put on a small show, and just have a celebration. Personally, I think that's a great idea, Jay. I think we also should try to help the shops. If we are open on May, if in New York State on Long Island here, if we're open by then, I will be hitting as many shops I can on that Saturday, at least 3. I have 3 in mind of my friends' shops. I have Allen's store, Comic Book Depot, which is in Wantagh. Then I have my friend Glenn's shop, which is Fourth World Comics, which I was planning to do Free Comic Book Day in Smithtown, New York. And then I'll be heading hopefully to Best Comics, Tommy Mottola's shop in New Hyde Park. And then there's Android Comics by me in Sayville. So I got to see, but I think it would be great if we can have some kind of grassroots celebration. But we'll talk about that. I had mentioned a couple of days ago that I think, and I actually contacted someone at Marvel, the head, and I'm like, get on the phone with Jim Lee. You could make this happen. Do the book. But I don't think it's going to happen. To make a massive Marvel DC crossover, I think that could be huge. But the way things are between those companies, I don't think that'll ever happen. But I'll be putting out a book I'm going to be putting out the Destroy All Monsters of Creator-Owned Comics this summer. So, Rob, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Rob, it's so funny. I was talking to some people. We had some shows, and I had to explain a bug-out bag to them. They have no idea what a bug-out bag is. And guys like us, we know what that is. So, Tony, good to see you. Come down to Tampa when it's all done. I'd love to come down to Tampa. Jimmy lives down in Clearwater Beach. But it doesn't look like I'll be able to get down to Florida until next January, just with my publishing schedule. I got a lot of books to draw. And there's Alan Pepperman, my buddy Alan. All our Alan's wife, Dawn, has the coronavirus. So Dawn's in all of our prayers, Alan, as you are. And the kids, we love you guys. And we're looking forward to when this is all over for us to just hit comic shops. And your shop too, especially your shop, and just make a celebration. I'll contact News 12. I'll contact Channel 5 in New York, Fox News. We'll be hitting all that stuff and try to make this a real celebration for our local comic book shops. So sci-fi for me, evening to you, bro. Good to see. I guess sci-fi for me is a man. I don't know. I apologize. Don't want to insult any genders. So busy with 3 cases regarding my nursing. Well, Rob, you be safe out there, all right? Got my bug out. Of course you did, Chad. I knew Chad would have one. We should do a bug out bag show, and everybody show their bug out bags and what's in it. We can get you, Chad, on. We can get Rob. We can get Chuck Dixon. I'm sure Chuck has one. We'll get a couple of guys who know and have one, and maybe we can help you save your life. So. Yes, absolutely, Tony. Tony, right now we're looking to come to Orlando in January for the Orlando Toy and Comic Con, but also we're talking about the Miami Con, which we did last year. We had the best time. I think the Miami Con is in February. So we're planning on doing the Miami Con as well again, which was wonderful. It was in Miami at the Pullman. It's in a hotel, the Pullman Hotel. Beautiful Pullman Miami Airport Hotel. Beautiful hotel, beautiful pool and everything like that. And what they put on the Miami Con is a real old school comic book convention. There's no celebrities. It's all comic book dealers and us creators. Myself, Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Connor. We had the best time last year at the show. What a great group of people we met. Met a bunch of friends. Made some new friends. People that follow me on YouTube. Got to see them and meet them in person. Green Knight was one of them, and it was great, man. Just laughing and it's a good time. And you know, the one thing that's great about comics is that we are a real accessible industry, and because you know we're all fans. We all got into this because we're fans and we love the craft. So you know, so that's that. Yo, James Sanchez. Sanchez knows what a bug out bag is too. I think we should do a bug out bag show. Scott, good to see you. So I'm so glad I came to Tucson. I think we might be coming back to Tucson, not in 2021. We're talking to the staff over there, and you know, they like to do things with fans, and it's a big deal because we come out from New York, from Long Island, so it's expensive to have people come back every 2 years. So I think we'll be doing that. What is this? Get Pulido in and do a She and Lady Death kill the new Warriors. That would break all records. Toki, you are a madman. I actually texted my buddy over at Marvel, and I said this will make people forget the new Warriors debacle. I don't care. What do I care? I'm trying to help him out. So what did I just see? I just saw Steve up there. Don Korn, good to see you, Don. Loved your little scooter in the motorcycle day. Everyone's sharing motorcycle day stuff. So anyway, all right, it's 8:03. We will be back at let me get the link. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to post it in Facebook. It should be over here, but let's go to the Crowdfunding Comics episode. Guys, please come and watch this. Let's go back StreamYard. I'm going to post this here. Paste. Boom. I'm going to show it. Everybody, our crowdfunding comic show is right now. Let's put it on Facebook too. That is our show tonight at 9 p.m. We're gonna have. Whoop. Well, I think that worked. Let's see if that worked. Yes, crowdfunding comics episode number 111. Jimmy Palmiotti, Jesse James Crisoni, Brian Pulido, and our crew. Come on, join us at 9 p.m. Please, subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of fun. We want to keep things positive. Everyone's welcome onto our show. We don't gatekeep at our show. We don't have time for any of that garbage. What we care about is people that make good comics, people that are passionate about comics, and all are welcome. So, Mr. Needleman, good to see you. She, Bloodshot, Ninja crossover. I am Needleman. I am going to go after and talk to my friends at Valiant Comics. I'm also going to talk to my friends at Archie Comics and see if I can get them in our Destroy All Monsters of Independence. It's going to be called Conquest of the Independents. And we'll be talking about that in the late spring, early summer. We'll be making huge announcements on that. So that's all right. I'm going to try to grab something to eat. I got my Islanders on right now, and they played the Flyers. So I love watching that. It's a game that used to be that was on in October, I believe. Yeah, it was October game. So Brooklyn, what's up, bro? Good to see you. So anyway, aloha, everybody. Hang loose, mahalo. Just like doing that. I don't know. Anybody have any questions before I leave? Because I'm going to go. I guess not. All right. Well, then you know what? I'm going to see you all soon. I'm in for that one. Yeah, Steve. There you go, buddy. Teresa, my cousin. Hello, honey. How are you guys? I hope you guys stay safe. I'm very sorry about Jim's friend. We lost a Detroit police officer to the disease, to the virus, to the coronavirus. So please keep his family in our prayers. And, this is no joke. All right. Everybody be safe. Everyone be diligent. Our kids are out of school until at least April 1st. but we don't know what's going to happen with that. Personally, I don't have a lot of confidence in my governor at all. I think that he's very reactionary. I think he's grandstanding a bit, and he's not confidence boosting at all. So we'll see what happens in this state. And the mayor of New York City is just a schmuck. So I will see you guys later. Everyone be safe. Everybody be cool. Brian Pulido, Jesse James Crisoni, and Jimmy Palmiotti joining us on Crowdfunding Comics. The link is right here. Please go subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the alert, and you'll get the alert when we go live. So we're going to have a good time tonight, and everyone have a good day. All right? Peace. Salute. God bless. Bye-bye.